Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of WTF. I'm Will.
I'm Trevor.
And today we're reviewing the movie The Batman.
Starring Robert Pattinson.
Right, Zoe Kravitz, Jeffrey Wright, Paul Dano, and...
but don't tell Will it's Paul Dano.
Yeah, whatever.
I got in trouble.
And Andy Serkis.
And directed by...
Matt Reeves.
All right.
Matt Reeves directed two of the Dawn or Apes movies, more recent ones, which is the reason why I would say Andy Serkis is in it, because he did the acting for Caesar.
Good point. I forgot about that. Yeah.
So,
all right. What's this film about? Is this an origin movie? Is this Batman 7? What is it? Will? What do you think this is?
I don't even know anymore. It's just another telling of the Batman story.
Wow, you sound so disappointed.
Well, because I can't keep track with the MC or the
MC?
Not the MCU, the DC.
Master of Ceremonies or Run DMC?
Ben Affleck. It's this movie.
But this time it's Robert Pattinson.
But
so why don't we start with him? What did you think of Robert Pattinson?
This has nothing to do with any other Batman movie. So,
do you want to talk about what's good about it first?
Okay, we'll talk what's good about it.
All right.
Cinematography I thought was beautiful. The lighting, the colors,
the tone was fantastic.
The tone was beautiful.
Yes.
I know you're going to say it, some amazing camera shots, some cool angles.
Yes. There was one scene in particular where like a murder weapon kind of gets thrown and it's like right in front center of the camera and everything behind it is sort of like faded out because it's crush focus.
Yep.
And it was really cool because you don't really know exactly what's going on, so it builds up that anticipation. Yeah. So a lot of scenes like that looked really cool. There was some phenomenal scenes. Yeah. The car chase scene with...
I will say Batman has never driven a muscle car before like this.
Yeah.
It is wicked. It's probably one of the coolest Batman cars I've ever seen. Paul Dano was amazing as the Riddler. I really liked him.
I liked him, but I thought that what's his head was better actually.
Jim Carrey?
Yeah, no, not Jim Carrey. No.
Who else?
I thought the guy who played the Penguin.
Oh,
Colin Farrell. Colin Farrell's performance was great.
Yeah.
So let's talk about you. Okay, you keep avoiding it.
What?
Tell me what you thought of Robert Pattinson as the Batman.
Oh, don't like it. Straight up. I don't believe him as Batman.
And why? Why is that?
I didn't like his general demeanor towards Alfred and his relationship, just how he deals with things. And he's honestly too small. Like, yes, he's fast, he can fight and stuff, but you see him with his shirt off, and he's got these pencil arms, and he probably weighs 180 pounds.
Not everybody's tall like you.
No, but the Batman, I just don't like Robert Pattinson as the Batman.
Okay, well, I didn't not like it, but I didn't love it. When the movie first started, I was like, oh, cool, this is like Seven. This is like a murder mystery type of film. But I was excited at the beginning half of the film. I loved the beginning half of the film. And then as it went on, I thought, hey, man, this movie's going on a little bit too long. It was like, oh, I thought we were done. But we kept going and we kept going. I still think the movie itself is a really good movie, but it is not as good as The Dark Knight. And I don't think anything will ever be as good as The Dark Knight. No. I was kind of hoping this one was going to be close. I mean, I'm not going to say it's bad. It's a good movie. I'm saying it's a good movie. So don't get mad at the fact that I said it's not as good as The Dark Knight.
And Jeffrey Wright, who plays Jim Gordon, was great, but his natural voice is Batman. Hey, let's go get detectives. Okay, Batman. Okay, Commissioner. Let's go talking Batman voices everywhere.
He's one of the guys that got into it with at the Iceberg Lounge. What are you saying, Kinsey Moon Knights for the Penguin?
One other thing I wanted to talk about was the score, which I thought was... Which I thought was good.
I loved it.
You know, I have to say, when you're watching a movie like this, you're always going to compare it to The Dark Knight, because I believe that's the best Batman movie, and I believe the score in that film was just unbelievable. Like, it just had you, like, enthralled. Like, you were just in it to win it. Like, it was just, I felt like I was along for the ride, and in this one, there were parts where I felt that way, but it didn't go all through the film, if that makes sense. If you agree with me, let me know. If you don't, you can tell me to do whatever. But when I remember watching some of the fight sequences with Robert Pattinson, which was great, and then the bass tone would come in, and I'm telling you, it reminded me of when Darth Vader comes into a room. Dun, 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 dun. There was parts of that in the score, and it threw me off. And I was like, wait, I've heard this before. Where did I hear this from? And then I finally realized it. And then every other fight sequence, I was like, oh, here comes Darth Vader again. But Will didn't.
Sure was Darth Vader not Dark Helmet?
Definitely not Dark Helmet. Definitely not Dark Helmet.
What?
Yes, Rick Moranis
Yeah.
did not. I wasn't thinking of him when I watched The Batman. Where have we gone with this review?
I did not like Catwoman's mask or toque. It was like this half toque that came over and just covered her nose.
I didn't mind it. I thought it was raw.
With like these weird little ears.
Listen, the Batman's nose was all cloth-like and hers was cloth-like, so I didn't have a problem with that.
I don't know. It didn't bother me.
Yeah.
The diamond between Alfred and Bruce,
Yeah.
I did not enjoy that.
So you didn't feel like there was any sort of
connection. It was just like she
Right.
treated Alfred like just some guy he met,
Right.
even though he's been his
So
caretaker.
like there was no chemistry.
No
between the two of
chemistry,
them.
no love. It just you didn't feel because it's
I think that's the key to what I'm talking about with this film is that when you watch The Dark Knight, like the Joker, Heath Ledger's Joker performance, he just takes it to a completely different level, which elevates everybody else around him. And in this movie, a lot of people are acting good, but I didn't feel as invested as I wanted to be. Or maybe or is it because the movie was so long? I don't know.
But you see Michael Caine and Christian Bale, their dynamic, their chemistry was on point.
Yeah.
You felt the love and the care and the sadness between both of them.
Yeah.
And I just didn't,
Yeah, I have to
didn't
agree.
see
I have to agree.
any of that.
All right, fine.
But today we're going to review, I think we're going to do a review with riddles. Or no, with
Question marks?
question marks.
Question marks.
Question
Yes.
marks, yeah.
Let's do it.
Now, this is the first time I've ever done this, but if I had to rate this film, I'd like to rate this film on two different aspects. One, overall movie, because I'm giving it 6 question marks, but the actual tone and the cinematography choices and everything else was a 9. It was a beautiful, beautiful film. Really well filmed. Matt Reeves did some excellent stuff. That for me was awesome.
All right. Well, I'm going to give it a 7. Like I said, I think it was still a good movie. It just it wasn't as good as The Dark Knight. Okay, I'm going to stop talking about The Dark Knight. Dark Knight.
Dark Knight.
Dark Knight.
Dark Knight.
Dark Knight.
Dark Knight. Thanks again for watching another episode of WTF, and we will see you next time.